going on YouTube? It's Trey Hugh, whatever works for you. And today, like you can tell by the title, I am definitely going to be going over the top 10 default FL Studio plugins that every producer should know. Now, this video is for all you lazy motherfuckers that don't want to take the time out and go look at this shit on your own, because all of this shit is on the internet and all I'm doing is just reciting this shit. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what it does verbatim off the internet, and then I will show you exactly what the plugin does. Feel me? So yeah, we're gonna start off with the lovely Gross Beat. This plugin I use on legitly every beat. Feel me? So, and it states, Gross Beat is perfectly for real-time or rendering gating, glitch, repeat, scratching, and stutter performances. Gross Beat stores audio in 2-bar rolling buffer under a control of 36 user. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that word says. Definable time and volume envelopes, giving you unlimited creative control, right? So Gross Beat makes you, it's like a gate plugin. It lets you half time your shit, slow time your beats. It lets you slow triple your beats. It's pretty much a gate plugin. But let me go ahead and show you exactly what I mean by that. That's without Gross Beat on it, you feel me? Now, let me go ahead to the Gross Beat plugin. This is what it looks like. So, like I said before, you can click on these little tabs right here, and it'll take you to the different sections that they have. I mean, you can do anything to it, bro. That actually sound fire, but yeah, like I said, you know what I'm saying, flanging, momentary. This is one of my favorite tabs. For all the niggas that didn't go to math class, this is half. This is what 1/2 means. Half speed. You get it? That's where half speed comes from. Or you can download the half speed plugins. They have numerous, but I prefer to go with Gross Beat because it's just default and free is always better, right? So that's what we're kind of sticking to towards this video, the free plugins. So right, half speed. They even got reverse. They even have like cool little like other little thingy majiggers. Alright, so you get it. I think you get the point. You can play around with that one. Alright, the next one on the list is Fruity Limiter. Now, like you can read right here, it's a Fruity Limiter, a compressor, and a gate all in one. This is also one of my favorites that you have to know about. So compressor controls, it is a form of automated gain control that reduces the dynamic range of sounds. When the input signals exceeds a predetermined threshold, the rate of increase is slowed or even stopped beyond that point. The art of setting a compressor is mainly in fine-tuning the magnitude, speed, and timing of the automated gain changes so that the compression process does not introduce artifacts. Basically saying, you know, like when you play with these tools right here, the threshold brings everything into one, and the gain is how you turn up basically everything in one, because you turn stuff down when you compress it together, and the gain turns everything back up. Feel me? And the ratio is just saying like how much of everything you want to be compressed down. Okay, so the attack adjusts how quickly the limiting envelope responds to the start of the signal. Release time. These are 2 release controls. This is main influence for the compression envelope release time. Set this too low and the sound may become distorted. Alright, so yeah, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I'll show you exactly what it does. In my opinion, this is also, like I said, one of my favorite plugins. In my opinion, it just makes the melody sound more full. You can also use this plugin if you were mixing vocals. I will do a video on mixing vocals on a later day, not today. But yeah, I mean, you can pretty much do a lot with Limiter. You can put it on sounds, you can put it on melodies. Like, it doesn't matter, it's limitless, which is probably why it's called the Limiter. But yeah, so definitely keep that one on your list. Okay, I did want to just put this in there because the next on the list is reverb. It says, and I quote, "Reverb is the non-direct or reflected sound in a room or space," right? After the initial sound, reflection builds up as they bounce around the walls and off objects in the space. Every sound that isn't going directly from the sound source to the listener's ears is reverberation. In essence, reverb is set as closely spaced echoes, with usually first or early reflections that may be distinct and then a series of other echoes that blur together, decaying at level. This wash of sound extends the length of short sounds and choruses longer ones. So basically, reverb gives your melody or sound or whatever you're using reverb on, it gives it echo. I'm sure everyone knows what reverb is. I'm gonna keep that. So this is without it. See how it echoes? Alright. Yeah, definitely keep reverb on your list. I use it in legitimately every beat. Like, I cannot make this shit up. Next on the list, it would be the Fruity Love filter, because I just love the shit out of the Fruity Love filter. This is also one of my favorites. I'm not gonna lie, every plugin that I'm showing you is probably my favorite. So yeah, the Fruity Love filter is another type of gate. Basically, it affects your melody or sound, whatever you're using. Fruity Love filter is the most powerful filter plugin in FL Studio. Love filter consists of 8 identical filter units, each able to run in parallel or used in series by sending a filter unit to the next one in the chain. Love filter can create complex delay, gating, and filtering effects relating simpler filter plugins. So I think it'll be best if I just show you. I just want to tell you what the fuck it is. But so this is how it looks. Let me just use an example. Low pass, right? Or even a simple bypass. Right, so I think you get the point. Yeah, Fruity Love filter definitely gives your beat some love. Fuck you talking about. But no, it definitely gives your beat like color. You know, it doesn't make it so bland and everything like that. I mean, it really helps your beat come more alive and you like let your audience feel it a little bit more. So yeah, that's the Fruity Love filter. Alright, next on the list would be the Fruity Parametric EQ2. This should have been the first thing on the fucking list, but I low-key forgot about this one. And this is probably the most effective thing to use in FL Studio when you're mixing vocals when you're mixing your sounds, when you're mixing your goddamn sounds. No, seriously, this is one of the best things you could probably use in FL. And for the beginners out there, get familiar with the parametric EQ. I don't even say parametric. I just say the EQ because that's all it's doing is EQing your sounds, right? So this is for the lazy motherfuckers. I'll read this verbatim again. EQ2 is the advanced 7-band parametric equalizer plugin with standard infinite impulse response and an advanced linear phase that allows fast parameter changes not normally possible with conventional filters. Equalizing is the process of increasing or decreasing the loudness of specific frequencies. Hint. The band type, sensor frequency, and width of each band are fully adjustable, which would be these things right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, those are the bands. You can choose from high shelf, low shelf, peaking, band pass, notch, low pass, high pass, or band pass filters for each band independently. There are also a global gain slider. There's also a global gain slider to adjust the overall level. So it says down here when to use. Parametric EQ2 is a good choice whenever precise control over EQ is required. Yeah, I mean, I guess they're not lying, obviously, but let me show you exactly what it does. I already have the EQ pulled up, so let me show you. A lot of people don't explain this fucking part, but this is high end, which is like sub, bass, everything like that. This would be the low end, which is ironic because if you see, the high end would be the low frequencies, but the low end would be the high frequency, which would be that hertz number. That's a frequency. So as I was saying before, well, let me just show you exactly what it does. So yeah, that's the parametric EQ. It's like, bro, it doesn't get any more better than that. It's the best free plugin damn near on FL Studio, period, bro. Honestly. Next on the list is the Soundgoodizer. That sounds like a straight up fucking superhero name, but it's the Soundgoodizer. Says Soundgoodizer is a stereo maximizer enhancer plugin based on the Maximus sound process engine. Soundgoodizer has been fully endorsed by famous people with really big ears. The knob blends from left to right from soundgoodizing. 0 bad, 100 good. Turn the knob to the level that sounds goodest. I didn't know that goodest was a word, but I would have said that sounds best, but whatever. Click the switches, select one of the 4 carefully chosen handcrafted phase locked hyper calibrated bit polished Maximus preset. Select the preset to match your music by clicking and listening for the good stuff tab. Who made, like, did a fucking teenager make this shit? Okay, let me show you what this does. Now, I would honestly say do not overdo the Soundgoodizer because it makes everything just loud as fuck. But definitely use it on your melodies producers. Like, this thing is OD. and that is the Soundgoodizer. In my opinion, it makes the melody more brighter, and it makes it more full. Well, it definitely doesn't make it more full as far as compression, but it makes it more full as far as, I guess you can say, the color of the beat, or not the beat, the color of the melody. But yeah, that is the Soundgoodizer. Definitely keep that one on the list. All right, next on the list is the Fruity Delay 2. And the Fruity Delay is exactly what it says. It's delay. You can look at it like a form of echo, but it's not quite that. It's actually just delaying what you have delaying, if that makes sense. It's self-explanatory. I don't think I have to explain this one. In fact, I don't even think I have to read any of this shit, because fuck, y'all don't understand what delay means. Like, for the sake of the video and tutorial purposes, I will still show you what this does. You hear that delaying? That is what it does. Me personally, I only use delay on like my tags. Sometimes you can use it on hi-hats depending on the beat. Sometimes I also use it on open hats to give it a more feel. You know, you can use it on whatever you want to, bro. Like, it's your beat, like I always tell y'all. So just be creative, and also definitely keep delay on your list because it is very effective. Next, we have the Fruity Fast Dist, and dist is short for distortion. So I'm sure you can tell what the fuck this plugin is gonna be about. Fruity Fast Dist is distortion. Fruity Fast Dist is a CPU-friendly distortion effect. I told y'all. Try using this plugin on bass and kick drum sounds for a gritty and punchier effect. And that is exactly what the fuck I was gonna say. Bruh, Fruity Dist is a must know about if you're trying to make your kicks or your 808s like more punchier. So Fruity Fast Dist. Let me go ahead and add an 808 in here so you can see what I mean. 5. Oh, would you look at that? I already have it on there. I'm just gonna solo this and this. Fast Dist. You can play with it. You know, it makes everything, well, I'm not gonna say everything, it just brings distortion to your 808s or your kicks, and you can definitely get a lot more punchier sound if you add the Fruity Fast Dist. The Fruity Soft Clipper. This is one of my favorites as well. The Fruity Soft Clipper is a CPU friendly soft limiter. Soft limiting avoids clipping by applying gentle soft knee compression to the input signal. Basically, I put this on my master track all the time because I'm addicted to fucking loud noises. And sometimes we confuse loud with good, but that's not always the case. But that's where Fruity Soft Clipper comes in, because Soft Clipper is going to say, hey, this is too loud, but I will definitely level it out for you because I know that's what you need. So yeah, Fruity Soft Clipper is essential. If your master track is always clipping, you can see I already have it on here. Clip on there, it only hits at 0. And what I also do sometimes, you can turn the post up a little. Turning the post up basically just brings like a more punchier 808 Mafia sound, if you want to put it that way. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, bro. Like, the Soft Clipper is essential for making beats, and it's definitely needed on every beat that you make. I advocate that you put Soft Clipper on the master track every time. All right, next on the list, we have the Fruity Stereo Enhancer. Now the Stereo Enhancer, well, let's see. The Stereo Enhancer contains various filters and processors to alter and enrich the stereo image of the input sound. This, in my case, basically lets it bounce from left to right better than it initially would without it. So this is also something I love putting on my master track. Like I said, if you put on the master track, it just makes everything that in your beat just hit better left to right or left to right. You won't really be able to tell, but I promise you it makes a big difference. I also put this on my hi-hats because I'm sure you should know by now, hi-hats are always supposed to be panned to the left a little bit. I don't know if you knew that or not, but always, that's the Stereo Enhancer. I advise that every producer use the Stereo Enhancer on every beat. Definitely on the master track and optionally on your hi-hats if you want. Or you can just come up here and simply pan it to the left. Next on the list is the EQUO, and it is a morphing graphic equalizer. EQUO is an advanced morphing graphic equalizer plugin. Equalizing is the process of increasing or decreasing the loudness of a specific frequencies. EQUO is particularly suited to live or automated tweaking during a performance. The main display contains both the EQ volume and the EQ pan controls so that sounds can not only be shaped according to the frequency content, but panning can be applied on specific frequency basis. Yeah, so I love the EQUO simply because if I want a melody to sound like basically more brighter or put more color on it, I will come to the EQUO and do this. Sometimes I adjust these little things right here according to the melody. I just want to give y'all the time to play with that. I'm not going to go into much detail, but yeah, that's pretty much it. These are all essential plugins that I advise all my fellow producers to use if you're going to be making beats using plugins. Now granted, I'm not going to sit up here and say you don't have to use plugins, because bruh, if you don't, your beat is going to be trash. It's not gonna sound good. It's not gonna sound mixed. It's not gonna have no brightness to it. It's not gonna have any color. You know what I'm saying? It's just better off if you at least know these 10 plugins so that you'll be able to, you know, get it popping, huh? So, yo, like I was saying, get familiar with these 10 plugins and definitely play around with them and use them on your beats more frequently. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely put the link in the description for each plugin, and you guys have a safe day. Please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead and support your boy channel and be looking out for more videos this week, and I will be seeing y'all in the next video. Goodbye. Whoa.